Colleagues, welcome and thank you all very, very much for the support that you're giving to your trade union. It's only by standing together are we going to win together, and are we going to beat away this bunch of parasites who's out to undermine and privatise the National Health Service. Can I say that today is unique? Today's dispute is unique because we have got trade unions up and down the country having their second day of action in pursuit of a reasonable pay increase. A pay increase that all staff in the NHS are entitled to. Not just cleaners, not just porters, nurses, doctors, everybody's entitled to it. But we have got this Tory government who's hell-bent on privatising the whole of the health service, and their aim and attitude is to drive wages down to make way for their cronies to come in and win contracts. As we stand here today, there is a £1 billion contract out on the National Health Service for the patients' records, and the NHS is not allowed to make an application to win that contract. What they are doing is they're gone off to their American cronies who is coming in to bid and win contracts in the National Health Service and make us a private National Health Service like they have got in the USA. Well, not once I can stand here and tell you about it and fight this bloody lot who's trying to do it. They're not going to do it. When ISS staff here decided to take a day of action, not part of the NHS, but they are supporting the NHS, these are people who should be working in the NHS, not for a parasite contractor like ISS or indeed anybody else. You should be working for the NHS. You should be entitled to your own terms and conditions that you're entitled to. That I fought for as a shop steward in the National Health Service. I fought for it when I worked in the Health Service. I fought for it as a branch secretary, and I'll fight for it till the last breath of my body is gone. On your behalf and on behalf of you. We can either take it lying down or we can take it on a fight. And I'll tell you this, I didn't have many minutes hesitation when I was told on Thursday that ISS were going to the High Courts to stop the GMB and its members from taking industrial action. Well, I'll tell you what, it didn't take me too many minutes to make my mind up. We will go and defend it. Why will we go and defend it? We'll defend it because it's our right to take industrial action against a parasite employer who pockets the money that's been given by the NHS to give to you. They took that money, they put it in their pockets, and they decided to spend £50,000 to stop you. Well, we are in a democracy. We're in a democracy with a government that says the health service is safe in our hands. And Nadine, if you can hold a piece of paper for me for a minute. I'm going to give you a little bit of the shadow cabinet and what they do. Part of the Daily Mirror newspaper I'm proud to buy and read on a daily basis. Andrew Langsley, former Health Secretary and architect of privatisation, received £21,000 from the chairman of Care UK. Care UK is bidding to win contracts. Shame on you, Langsley, is what I say. And you say it too. Shame on you, Langsley. Jeremy Hunt, who took over from him. Jeremy Hunt, the present Secretary of State. He took £32,000 from a hedge fund baron, Andrew Law, a major investor in healthcare. Shame on the Tories and shame! Ian Duncan Smith, the Works and Pension Secretary, has shares in the hygiene technology that sells products to the NHS. Shame on the Tories and all. William Hague, the bald-headed eagle who once led the Tories and threatened that the UK was going to lose out and the pound was going to be lost. He is leader of the House of Commons. He took £20,000 from MMC, who are part owners of a GP practice and runs 50 GMB practices. Shame on the Tories! And I'll give you another couple. You've got the Deputy Prime Minister and the leader of the Liberal Democrats who has propped up a Tory anti-public services government. He has taken £5,000 from Alpha Medical Consultancy, back-pocketed. Shame on the Tories and shame on Nick Clegg. And David Cameron, to say the least. David Cameron, he gave a peerage to a nursing home tycoon puppet.
The mafia boy.
And he donated more than £200,000 to the Tory party. Shame on you, Cameron. Shame on the Tories who has taken over £10 million in donations from private healthcare, opening the door to private companies to come and take over the health service. Let's not be fooled by the glossy-faced Tories. Let's not be fooled by those who wants to say that the NHS can afford to pay people a decent wage. It can be afforded because all they're doing is preparing for mass privatisation of our health services. Well, if you turn up at A&E, if you ain't got a credit card in your pocket or an insurance policy, then you'll be wrapped up and you're gone. I'm proud of the trade unions here today. They unison, the Royal College of Midwives. Well done, everybody. Stand together, because that's what the trade union movement is about. Not these parasites who are in here winning contracts, making profit, taking money out of the public purse and not handing it on to you, the hard-working people who runs the health service. Well done to every one of you, and shame on the Tories! Shame!